Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are doing part 4 of the How to Make a Car tutorial and Blender 3.0. How to make a car for 3D printing. Last episode, we completed this fender, did the wheel well, made this scoop, and extended out the door. However, the first thing I wish to show you is something that might have confused you, especially if you're on a different car. Alright, so when it comes to, click on Blender, when it comes to making the car, we get our side, are you kidding me? We get our side, front, rear, and top. So, with the front and rear, we get a pretty good idea of what those look like. However, with the side, and very vaguely on the top, we barely know what the side of this car actually is like. Like, there is absolutely nothing telling me how much this dips. Because this is the side of the car here, but most of it is kind of hidden by tire, as well as just the fact that the car is long. So, how do you really defer what all is there? Well, this is where the artist's eye comes in, because honestly, really the only way around it is just to look at a picture. That is the best thing that you can do for this, and that can involve looking at many pictures to make sure that you got the right angles. See, let's pick something here. Let's go with this top line that's across the hood. This one right here. Let's see if I actually got the correct line. So this line is this. And if I come here, I can see that I am kind of off, because this line should come into the corner here of the grill. And I'm a little off. It should be well over, actually. Yeah, way over. So let's adjust that. Let's fix this up, because honestly, I think this needs to move over too. Very much so. So let's move that over. Lift this up. And then this, which is going to be a problem considering how we kind of did the door. Alright. So let's see. Alright, so we got rid of our vertices that were in the center from our door. So then we could fix this all. And then what I would like to do, I'm going to hit space. Can I type? I cannot type. Well, shoot, I wanted the bridge command, however, I don't know how to get the bridge command. Vertex is, how do you get bridge? I know the spacebar worked in the old Blender. I don't know how to work it on this one. Well, shoot, we'll just do it the ye old way, so that. Now, I guess before I start going too happy here, let's make sure everything else is in check. Because we look at this, it doesn't dip down too much, and we see that it does. It'd be nicer if I had a side, well, the side picture, yeah. Literally right here. From the window, it comes down a bit. However, the hard line that we got doesn't dip down much. As you can see from how it is up here to here, window comes down. This line doesn't really. So something like that. And then we'll have to add some things to soften it up. I really wish I knew how to use the bridge command in this Blender. So much for the tutorial when the teacher doesn't even know what to do. And then we'll go back and add these. Because another thing that you're not going to really see too well in the blueprint, either from pixelation or just from the side view, is that cars kind of have an egg shape. And what I mean by that is there's never, like I said with the rule of curves, there's never a flat. So this door, let alone it being a muscle car, you'd think it might be flat, but no, there's always a slight curve happening. Alright, so that was a nice little part to have to this. On to the next step. Alright, this next step here, we're going to do the front fenders. Well, there's many ways to do this. You could even do it the correct way. However, well, correct way, that's obviously, click on Blender. The way that we are going to do it is we're going to steal from the rear and bring to the front. Okay, yes, these wheel wells are absolutely nothing alike. However, what we're going to do is we are going to reverse the scale on this so that it comes this way. And pretty much what we're doing is so then we can have the same data points. However, because this is going higher, that's not gonna happen. So, is this all for nothing? Maybe so. However, some cars, this will work. However, at least this is the correct height. So yay. Whoa. Something tells me this went downward. So we'll click that, rotate it, and bring it down. Need a lot more rotate. Something like that. Now, one thing we do need to check to make sure, because the front end comes out a bit more, is that we're going to need to readjust this. And probably more so, we probably want to fix our height first, so let's do that. Adjust our wheel well. Now, yeah, it's going to look really awkward once we're done with this here, for the sole fact that, well, the heights were all adjusted for, well, the back one, and now that we're doing that without even touching how the x-axis, yeah, that looks really wonky. Now we still need to move this down. That looks pretty good. Because, yeah, that goes just below the turn indicator, which we are doing, but we're still a little high. That's got it. Okay, now to fix the heights. These, I'm sure, are screwed up. Yeah, looks good. And then this is kind of another one of those things I was talking about earlier where it's kind of side detail, you can't really see. But we do get a little bit of the front to help out. It's not too much, but it's something. If anything, actually, let's bring this back in a hair. I think we need to bring just this out a little. So that's right, there's no real wheel flare, it's just the well. Okay, so obviously we need to adjust for some things. Actually, what I really want to do, we're going to take this and go all the way. We'll even make it flat. So, remember what I said about this data point needing to be here? So if we look at our car, that's our data point right there, so this is kind of flat. So this will stay here and come over a little. While this will need some, needs to come down kind of. And this, flatten it out. Give it a bit of a perimeter around this. We don't want it to be tight on it. Alright, and then what we're going to do is we're going to do our drags. So this one will bring it back a bit, however it is going to get dragged out a lot. So about here. What the, oh, did I go to material preview? I want that. Bring it in a little because like we don't want any flats. However, we'll go to the 2s. Bring it back a lot. And then we'll do another 2s. Bring that back. Very nice. This one, I could go a little wider, but we got to go down the car a bit before we start doing that. Yep, because that goes a little forward. Okay. Let's G forward. We'll connect this. We still want to do what we did in the back, is have this, even though we have our circular wheel arch, we want to connect it through the ranging area. That will go there, so there, there. Let's round this out a bit. We can add quite a lot of these because we have a lot of door to kind of fill in. Now remember to come back and readjust. Yes, we are kind of going a little high poly on this wheel well compared to the back. However, we kind of have to in order to fill up all this. This has to go somewhere, and it's going either into the wheel well or out and around, which we are going to want out and around because we still got this to fill up. And while we're at it, we'll take a slight break from that, drag that upward, come forward with it. I do wish to drag this out a little, because this will come forward. That will run into that. That'll be the top of our top of where the chrome will start. If I could find the data point. And I want to do my drag. Give this a little bit of a bowing. Same for that. Give it some natural curve. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's extend this forward. So then we're in line with this. Pretty much what I did there was I just took my data point, pressed on the B. Oh, I haven't been doing... Well, good thing I decided to start saying stuff. Clicked the B key, and then was able to select another data point. I have a feeling I've been doing a bad job at being a tutorialman, for the sole fact that when you do this, when you're trying to teach something that you know, and you're not necessarily the best of teachers, you tend to do a kind of bad job. Okay, so we are going to make that happen. However, we're going to need ourselves a 2. And then drag quite a lot forward, because this needs to curve a lot. And then we need to also do the same thing for that, going up and down. Yeah, that'll be good. Let's see, how do we wish to bury this? We probably ought to take care of this first. So we'll switch back over here. Data point, this time we'll go up a little. That should take care of that. There. Let's add one here. We'll double G that to move it just a hair. There. That. Wow, look at that. Perfect. However, that's quite dicey. Yeah, that's a little noticeable. We might be able to... What is it? We might be able to figure that out a little later. Actually, you know what? What would really help is if we double G'd some of these down. Double G this. We gotta, like we did earlier in the tutorial, we need to spread some data points around so then it doesn't look all clumped. That's better. Probably also looks the way that it does because of how far it's humped out. Yeah, because it humps out and then comes back in really hard. I think we'll come out just a hair more. But this needs fixed. Okay, that's a lot smoother. And then fill that. Bring out the 1. Double G. Fill these in. Nice, we got our front wheel well. Alright. We'll end this part right here. Alright, that'll be the end for this little short part. We're coming along really good. We got most of the main frame done. Now we got the hood, we got to connect here, we got windows, got grill, rear bumper. Yeah, we still got a lot to go. However, if you followed up to this point, you could almost finish the rest of the base thing. However, obviously, keep following along the best you can, and hopefully I haven't lost anyone yet. I can imagine that my teaching has kind of gotten poor, because we're kind of getting into the stride of things. So pretty much there isn't really any brand new methodology. Just pretty much just following along of how I'm placing my data points. Just so then you know, whoops. Just so then you know how things are done, at least in my case. But obviously follow what you wish to do. Alright, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next part. Goodbye.